have never been on my own. I've always lived under my parents' roof. I've always been sheltered. And coming here and just having to fend for myself, the culture shock was the biggest thing that I had to deal with, because I didn't know how to behave. I didn't know whether whatever I was doing was right, and I just felt like an outsider. A typical expectation would be you complete your studies, you sail through your studies, you go for college, finish your A-levels, go into a respectable academic degree, and then you come out into the corporate world. That is a typical expectation of what it is like in Malaysia. I've always been an art person. I'm not academic. So I decided, okay, let me go into art. And I think eventually my family realized that. On my final year, before my exams, they said, okay, after your exams, after you've done your degree, go ahead and do whatever you want. So I decided to go into my dream, which was interior design. My visa runs out in February 2011. This visa is meant to help you to gain points to get a work permit. But one of the points that you need for the work permit is to have a job for at least 12 months, which pays you a minimum of £20,000. Now, what is the point of being here anymore if in the next 8 months I don't have a job which pays me that money? You go onto any job website and you search for a particular job, say, even if you cover the whole of London, there is nothing. I always get results saying, sorry, we have no results that match your criteria. And it's so discouraging, it's so demoralizing. I actually had resorted to starting to look for jobs that students would take, part-time retail jobs, which are not the kind of thing I want to do. And jobs which are going at full speed are jobs which require 5 to 6 years experience, and I've just graduated. So what chances do I have? Work has slowed down to the point where even internships are not available for my field. Whether I'm looking for a full-time job, part-time job, in whatever field, I'm stuck. Over here, I feel I always have to assert and be aggressive in order to get anywhere in life. I'm torn between staying here and living my independent life, living life the way I want to, but at the same time, I'm jobless. If I were at home, I would have gotten a job pretty much straight away, but at the cost of my independence. So it's like a catch-22. I stay here, I lose out on something. I go home, I lose out on something. Part of me more and more just wants to pack up and go home. But that's also taking it to the point of I'm giving up. Just like that. After fighting 6 months for my visa, that's the reason I'm still going for it, because I fought so hard for that visa. If it wasn't for that, I would have gone home. I am more at home in Malaysia. My family is there, my friends are there, I grew up there, spent 16 years there before I came here. I miss home a lot, every single day. I miss every day I feel I want to just get on that plane home. Just go home. It's like being a child again, you know? When it comes to that point where you're thrown into the deep end, you just want to run back to your parents, into that comfort zone. So I do miss my home, but at the same time, you know, it's also time to grow up.